Germany Part 2. So, Britain was bankrupt after the war, and it was really struggling to look after that part of Germany, which was pretty helpless at the end of the war. And so it was trying to campaign, Britain and America as well. Well, they wanted the Germans to be able to pay their own way, essentially. And they weren't able to do that if every time they made any money they had to pay it to the Soviets, who got most of the compensation because they had most of the damage. So, they stopped paying. Which to the Soviets, you can understand, they must have been pretty annoyed about this. So, hey, 25 million of us died. Why are you stopping to pay us our money? We are on this. We made an agreement. But they said it was just temporary. They said when they recovered enough to pay for themselves and we can afford to keep control in their zone, then you'll get your payment. But the Soviets thought it was the Americans trying to bring pressure on them. Because General Clay, the military governor of the US zone, announced no further reparation deliveries would be made until there was an overall plan. So the Soviets were thinking the Americans were just pushing their weight around, trying to make Germany a capitalist economy. So the Soviets, they didn't take this lying down, because they don't do that sort of thing. Instead, they stepped up their efforts to nationalise the German economy, which means take hold of it and control it centrally by the government, which is a communist thing to do. If you think of our economy, all the companies and the managers are in control of all the different companies and they get to decide what happens. In a communist country, the government organise the economy and they decide what happens. So in response to this, the Americans not paying reparations anymore, not sending the German reparations across to the USSR, they nationalise 213 German companies. Things are starting to kick off in Germany a little bit, things are breaking down.